YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Spice Glory back in the building for another reaction. And today we will be reacting to none other than coryxkenshin. YouTube racism and favoritism. This video has been making the waves, and I'm just pretty much gonna give my opinion on the things that are going on and what he is discussing in this video thus far. So without further ado and enough of me talking, let's get it popping.
Try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three.
You know, it's kind of hard to decipher with black creators or creators of color how far the support is from a corporation that has everything structured a certain way. I'm gonna be fair and be honest and say that I know who coryxkenshin is, but I've never really watched his videos like that. From what I have seen previously before watching this video, he's obviously a video game creator of sorts in that regard. It reminds me of kind of reminds me of something that happened with Burleezy, in which YouTube was about to like ban his channel. I can't even remember why they were gonna ban his channel, but they were literally about to like almost take his channel, like his main channel that he had built and worked so hard for. And it's so crazy that some mistake or one mistake can happen, especially with like black creators. I'm not gonna say that the other creators that aren't of color, it doesn't happen to them, but I mean, it feels like they have more of a fighting chance than somebody like a Mr. Beast or a Markiplier.
Three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's videos.
See, it seems like he wanted to make sure it wasn't just him with this age restriction. He wanted to make sure before he made his claim and he made his complaint. No. Very interesting. He seems like a very solid guy. I ain't gonna lie. Really seems like a very solid guy. For something like this to be happening to him is just unprofessional.
No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Corey, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, Okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I send him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression. And I'm just going to leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this.
But you're white and I'm black, and I'm trying to see if they're gonna treat you and your problem the same as my problem, aka I already got it.
Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Corey, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and see what they say. What do you think happened after that? I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal. I sent.
So they used Markiplier's video of him playing the same exact game with you as a reference point. Instead of getting somebody to do the research and look through all videos that have to do with the same exact content that he was playing as far as a video game, they just said, nah, F it. We're just gonna double down on that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it. Now, my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh, great, this is awesome. Look, Corey, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy email.
Okay, let's read this. Excuse me. Okay, so it says this is actually pretty damning for them, and I'm inclined to believe racism and or favoritism plays a part in this. So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the situation. YouTube reversed the decision they doubled down on yesterday after being presented by the Markiplier clip. I'm actually more surprised they reversed it rather than tripled down and just age restricted him too. This actually speaks volumes more. All the momentum of the first video has been voided for nothing now. Before I drop an expose video tomorrow with the evidence that has been presented to me, I'm hoping for some clarity that might make sense in a way to dissuade me from getting ready to stir this pot further. Can you inquire why they changed their mind and who made the decision to reinforce the age restriction yesterday, as well as their reasoning for doing so? Also, why these incidents always coincide with me trending #1 multiple days in a row? I felt treatment towards me from YouTube, especially when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, on multiple occasions, has been negative that my content is scrutinized heavier. Don't y'all just love the way I'm reading? Than a counterpart like Markiplier. This case proves exactly this case, proves exactly that actually. Why wasn't his video monitored the moment he released it to check if it violated self-harm guidelines? I've had a suspicion my content gets targeted, suppressed, and YouTube will make any attempt they can to kill, I guess he was trying to say, kill my channel momentum. And this case, more than anything has happened so far, proves that. While I would hope race would have nothing to do with it, how can it be proven 100% it does not? Corey. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you and say this probably wouldn't happen if this probably wouldn't happen if it was one of those other creators. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. I'm not gonna say because I don't want my video to get whatever, what have you. But yeah. Honestly, dude, just it's really sad. It's really sad. But that's the structure of these video platforms. You're under a microscope. You're under a microscope if you're, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna let you say it yourself. You're under a microscope. You're not your treatment isn't treated fairly as, you know, your counterparts. Let's just say that.
Email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play. There was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, number one, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted it in the first place? Number two, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number three, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision? My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10, 15 minutes, and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm number one trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was number one trending for like a week? They copyright struck me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading? I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year. Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again.
I'm not gonna lie, Corey is like barely on YouTube at all, and he be making that milli, that 2 milli, that 5 milli, bro. This video alone has about like 8 million views on it. So I mean, he's obviously a entity that you want to keep around because he's an entertaining content creator. So I don't understand why somebody like him would be getting treated this way. Like it even makes you wonder, like, would Sniper Wolf be getting treated like this? Would Mr. Beast be getting treated like this? It really makes you think and wonder, like, would they get the same treatment?
And I'm getting my numbers, they're climbing, they're exploding, I'm number one trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views, he's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought. Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video. They re-age restricted the video. I say, no way did they do that. I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his video is age restricted. They got caught with their pants down. They got called out, and then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa. Okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it. You thought that I wasn't gonna like talk about this, make a video about it, you realize how bad this looks for you, YouTube. You realize how unfair this comes across. I, in all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again.
I'm gonna be fair and just say, like, if that was the case and they were really serious about like it being a thing of like the contents of the game being a little bit too whatever, they should have just universally done a age restriction. But I don't, you know, I don't see how that would even help in the first place. If they didn't do it to whoever first was playing the game, then why are they nitpicking this creator? You know?
Have any of you ever seen that happen before? They saw that I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on. So then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip. And then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more heavily scrutinized than my peers? My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people around my level, around my view count, just to keep it simple. Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which I've done multiple times. And every single time I start to get an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity, here comes YouTube coming through. Hey, let's get him for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Corey? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform. It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because I've been #1 trending since I got back.
Which makes it sound like they don't want you #1 trending. They don't want you representing them on the front page or the what is it called? When they go through like the categories, and his video of him doing gameplay is like first on in the video games category. Man, this man is spitting a little bit, man. He's very visually frustrated with the way he's being treated, and I can definitely feel his pain. I mean, even though I'm a small YouTuber and you know, I have to dance within the lines of trying my best not to be, you know what I'm saying, sniped down or whatever. I still worry. I still have to worry too. But yeah, man, I feel his pain.
Every other YouTuber has uploaded the Mortuary Assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now, I realize that when you call someone a racist, that's a very, very serious accusation. And for that matter, how do you expressly prove that someone is a racist? I mean, unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat. How do you really know? And admittedly, I cannot 100% prove that race had everything to do with this. But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video, and it can be the same exact video, and they restrict the black person's video, but not the white person's video? I feel I've been mistreated for a long time. I mean, even when we hit 10 million subscribers and I was supposed to get my diamond play button and there was no correspondence, these situations always coincide with an uptick of growth. And it always just comes off like we can't let this black guy get too high up. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm telling you, that's how it comes off. I don't see any other YouTuber that gets #1 trending many times and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them. I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad taught me if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that, no problem. But to me,
while I feel like you're a good guy and everything like that, bro, I feel like you're in the right to be frustrated as a content creator. And just knowing that you're not like totally protected, and you making this rant is reminiscent of that frustration with the company that you partner with, and make money with, and expand your brand with. You have every right to be concerned and angry and frustrated. Just like if any YouTuber, big or small, lands in some type of situation like this, what are we supposed to do if what are we supposed to do if this happens to us?
you know what it comes off? It comes off whenever Cory Kenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something. We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something. I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games. Like I literally this is the YouTuber that you want to have smoke with and have problems with. I believe there is some racism involved within the policy team, and YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people like that. They got their favorite creators. Log out of YouTube. Log out and go to YouTube. You'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see the favorites. Count how many are black. Count how many are of people of color. So
I'm gonna do that right now. Let me do that right now. Let me see. Let me see if I can do that right now. I'm gonna do that right quick. All right. Okay. Let me see. All right. So, Mr. Beast, Curtis Connor, Scott the Waz, Ryan Trahan, FV Family. Okay, there's DDG right there. Fit MC. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Sea Dog VA. Okay, there's KSI. Evan and Caitlin. Okay, Jadion's right there. Okay. Mini Minter Clips. Steve Wallace. Disguised Toast. Alicia Marie. Firelight. Aquarium Info. Joe Rogan. Barstool Sportsbook. The Ace Family. And that's it so far. So you go ahead and make up in your mind all the people I just named. You you make it up in your mind all the people I just named that are on the explore page of YouTube. You go ahead and make it up in your mind what that means. Is Cory right about what he just said?
then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and give us a spotlight. And do you know how condescending and patronizing that is? Oh, yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down and raise them up so they can get some spotlight action. Well, how about you?
I believe Jadion was talking about something that had to do with basically identifying different types of racism. and that being you have two types of racism in today's age. You don't just have like the old school racism is just like, you know that one. We know that one. But the other side of that is your liberal racism, you know, white, certain people who will try to tell you about, try to come off as like some type of savior. They're trying to help you, try to enlighten you about your race. Like you don't know what your race is about, or you don't know what the struggle is with your race. That's pretty much kind of what, liberal racism is. And I feel like the YouTube Black thing has to do with, it was around that time when all companies were trying to like profit off of Black people pretty much. you know any company, most companies, this is around like probably 2020. A bunch of companies, was all corporations practically, dang near, were just pandering to the Black community because of the whole thing with George Floyd happening and everything like that. And you know yeah, it and YouTube unfortunately was part of that. They were part of that corporation, latching on to the Black community just to pander to them, to say, hey, we support, we see you, we care for you, but you know just enough, not enough to, you know whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it was a whole pandering mechanism to the to Black people in America who have gone through so much for 500 years plus. But I don't even want to get into that on here. So
Save all that YouTube Black, all that fake patronage, all that fake pandering that you guys do. And when you have a Black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators? And then you come back and, oh, we got to age restricted. And then, oh, no, he's on to us. Okay, we got to age restrict them both. Fake! It's fake. That's what it is. I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. In the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay on the things that I could prove. I gave you the facts, but it also turned into me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube. Ironic that I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I going to upload it? I worked hard. I built this community from the ground. It's taken me over a decade to do. And I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair, and that, hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable? I have no problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished for it and I learn. But when you start, like, when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm like getting bigger, or I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation. But that's just what it is. Now, if my YouTube channel gets shadow banned, or they they start like not sending my videos out to my subscribers, or a couple months from now, y'all just stop seeing my videos, we know why. We know why. I mean, those shadows behind the scenes, they control it all. They control all of it. If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could hide my videos. They could shadow ban me, not send my videos out to anybody. That's why I thought long and hard before I recorded this. But as one of the biggest Black creators on the platform, I want you to hear it from my mouth that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes at YouTube.
all right, so that's the end of that video. I'm gonna be fair. It's like a line. You're either on the side of Corey and agreeing with him, or you're on the other side and you think like he's reaching. Uh, I can use two other YouTubers who go through who pretty much go through the same thing. Of course, Jadeon has gone through his whole process of, you know, going up the chain and becoming popular, but also seeing the other side of things and, you know, being his content being messed with, as far as even, you know, even with the Twitch thing and everything like that. As well as I Show Speed, you know, he's been picked with as well, you know, in the past and everything like that. Um, as far as YouTube goes, and as well on Twitch. So it does make you wonder, like, dang, do they really not want like a black YouTuber to be popping and be able to sustain a bag and a presence on their website, on their platform? Do you want this person to be able to make their content but draw back on the content that they have put out and are, you know, getting numbers with, and are gaining multiple days of million views, 2 million views, 3 million views, 5 million views with each of the videos that they put out? Why are you slowing that success? Why do you not want said creator being able to make their living and have fun and build their brand? Like, it makes you wonder. Honestly, it really does make you wonder. That's my thoughts on it, man. Honestly, hopefully they don't mess with his channel and they just let him be and let it just be a hump in the road, and allow him to continue and create what he as a creator creates. And what he does with the video games is very solid. He seems to be a hard worker. His subscriber count, I believe, is what, like 15 million subscribers or something like that. He's a very big YouTuber. He's a big deal. You know, I venture to wonder that it's not about any racism. I hope, but you know, only time will tell. You know, whatever's in the dark will come to the light.